because I know there's probably people who really want to talk, but they just need a little encouragement. So I think for me, Daniel Kim. I think for me, it was just a really great time spending time with people. I think a lot of us, just because we're like sparse, we didn't really count. We get to spend time with each other. But I think lately I've been realizing how much I need to spend time with people, get to know each other better. It doesn't always have to be like a deep conversation, where you have to know like what each other's going through, which will be great if you get to that. But I think even like doing like the small things, I think even like I realized because I think some of the guys did like fantasy basketball. Like I don't really follow basketball, but I think just being part of that, I think it's a lot of fun. I think that's a similar thing to like talk about. I think as the weeks progress. Even like playing basketball too. I'm not a big basketball player, but it's fun playing. At the game room on the street too. I think it's a lot of fun just spending time with people and just building, I guess, relationship in those ways. I think it was really great. And I'm hoping that through that, we get to know each other better and we could, have like those kind of deeper conversations to encourage each other and support each other for Christ and hopes that our individual efforts to become more like our Lord is just kind of becomes contagious. So I'm really happy to be here and just I got to spend the weekend with you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Linda. I'm really grateful that there are a lot more college students now. I mean, last year was me, Annika, Alyssa, and Daniel Jean. And now Daniel Jean doesn't even count.
He never counted.
And so I'm like really glad to see more college students come out. And actually, I was thinking of not coming to retreat. I signed up last week. And I only signed up because my fellow collegians lovingly encouraged me to go on text message. So I'm really glad, and I'm glad to see them come out more and that we can get to know each other better because I think college is a very scary time of life, and it's nice to know that people are going through it too. Yay!
Hi, my name is Coleman. This is Grayson. So we've been really encouraged as a family, I think, just because with the parents, with a young child, it's often hard to find time to fellowship after church. So this weekend has been really refreshing for our family. Grayson has been enjoying his time, and you can tell he really enjoys everyone because he's randomly pulling people's fingers, like they're pulling Pastor John to get him out and go play. And then for the messages have been really encouraging to me too. I think especially the part about having rest, I especially a person that is a workaholic, and knowing how to rest is not easy for me. If you ask my wife, I'm always willing to be the first one to raise my hand to pick up an extra shift at work, or trying to find like a new class or degree to earn. But that's not the most important, and I believe that God has shown me through this retreat that I really need to prioritize resting in the Lord. And if I don't rest in the Lord, that indirectly affects my family. If I'm not well rested, Grayson doesn't have someone to play with. My wife will get exhausted because I'm exhausted. And it was encouraging to also learn how, if I'm not rested, it indirectly affects the people around me, whether I see it or not. So it's something I'll definitely work on this year.
Okay, hi, my name is Stephanie. I've been really encouraged by this weekend, especially the message. I think it's like very timely, or I just think it's a very applicable thing for all of us, whether we're in college, parents, or working. Yeah, and so I took a lot away from this message, just knowing what does rest mean, even actively resting and really coming to Him. I'm sure all of you guys also have your own busy schedules. I'm very overwhelmed sometimes, but yeah, like this year I used to teach a 5th through 8th grade autism classroom, and this year's been a huge jump. I'm teaching kindergarten first. It's like a huge jump. So I think over the past few months it's been quite overwhelming, but so encouraged by the message, and just remember, like, even if things seem like chaotic and things seem out of hand, but knowing that am I actively resting in God? Am I actively pursuing Him and praying? So I'm more so encouraging myself, but also I encourage all of you, no matter where you are. Hopefully this weekend really resonates.
Hello, I'm Kara, and I just wanted to say a big thank you to a few different people. First of all, to Pastor Mark and Julie. I'm so happy that you guys were here for this retreat. I wish you could have heard me in Basha. I couldn't find out that you guys were coming to be the speaker, and the pastor's wife who speaks to the lady who's always like, "Oh, this is going to be so good," because it's like people that we know, people that we love so much, and people who we respect so highly. And so just thank you, Pastor Mark, for your messages this whole entire weekend. I was getting thumb cramps because I was trying to write down everything fast before your slide would changes, and then I'll just have to take a picture because I just And then for Julie, I told you already, but thank you so much for the session that we had. Honestly, I didn't realize that we were over time because I just didn't want you to stop talking. It was just so practical, so helpful, so encouraging to us as ladies and to me personally as well. So thank you. And even in the midst of having your 2 boys, I'm just so happy that you guys love us, love our church so much to travel far, and have to travel far back even today to go back home. So thank you. And then I want to say thank you also to the collegians. I was so encouraged by you guys even coming at all, because it's like I was in college when I would come to these retreats too, and I remember just being super distracted by the Monday I get back, I have this huge test, or the Monday I get back, I have a presentation to do, and it's I know how much you have to give up and how much you have to kind of just make that decision in your mind to I will dedicate this time to the church and encouraging the body. So thank you. So happy to see you guys here. And then just to everyone in general, thanks for those who did it in the talent show, people who came up to me to say hi and talk to me during this weekend, because it truly is a year's worth of Sundays in one weekend. And so playing science, being in the hot springs, eating noodles together, all those things are what I was really looking forward to this entire week. Even though work kind of sucked a lot this past week, I knew that this would be the weekend. And so everybody who asked me to work was like, "Oh, what are your weekend plans?" I'm like, "I'm having a church retreat." And they're like, "Oh, that's great." Yeah. You do understand, it's one of my favorite times of the year. So thank you for your encouragement to me, and I'm ready for next year.
There's too much left. Just saying. But yeah, I'm definitely encouraged by each of you for all conversations and just good time together. And probably highlight was for me was the messages from Pastor Mark. Thank you so much for that. And also last night we just spent time together. Talent show. I really each show and talent was amazing. And I was cracking, I laughed laughing, so it was awesome. And thank you, collegians, as well. It was so good to just get to know each other better. Just excited for our college ministry as well. So thank you, guys.
Hi guys, my name's William. This is
Linda.
for all the youngins out there. Thank you for all coming. I mean, we all see you at church, but it's really wonderful to have these retreats in order to get to know each other. Because often we go to church, we say hi, and then we run, go back home. But it was nice to see everyone get along. All the kids get along so well together. From Josh's wonderful leatherworking to G-Sub's amazing accounting work. Just seeing you out. You guys are all so talented. You guys are amazing, and it's nice to see you guys just be part of a community instead of just going to the church, see each other for 1 hour or 2 hours a week. Just being part of a family.
Okay, so I guess I wanted to share that I really appreciated Julie, and that session was really encouraging for me personally. Because some of you guys know that we live pretty far from church. I mean, I feel like everybody does, but like we're kind of pretty south, you know. We're actually closer to LBCOC, so. But I realized that personally, it's been hard for us to come out even on Sundays, just because I have a pretty bad sleeping issue, I guess you can say. And so, but I realized that with the whole time, work and rest, and just realizing prioritizing is a big issue that I've actually been really struggling with, and I've been really convicted this weekend. And I guess I wanted to share, since the men weren't there, I think it actually could apply to men too, but 4 marks of a spirit-filled woman is biblical fellowship, singing and making melody with the heart, and that a third is that the spirit-filled woman is thankful, and 4th is she is to submit to one another, as I guess sisters and brothers in Christ. But that was something that I realized that I haven't been doing, and like William was talking about, I was really encouraged by everybody here. I was actually shocked at how many people made it out, especially the collegians. Yes, I know everybody's been saying it, yeah, but like I can relate, because in college too, you're just like, oh well, you know, I have so much stuff to do, and like, you know, whatever, and you just like come up with excuses, but it doesn't actually change as you get older, just letting you know. It actually gets harder, but to seeing them come out, it reminded me also like that, you know, prioritizing time to spend with the church body is incredibly important, but ultimately it's important to spend and have fellowship with the Lord. And yeah, so I was really encouraged this weekend, so hopefully things change. Hi, I'm Allie. There's a lot that I'm very thankful for this weekend, so I'll just list a few. First of all, I'm really thankful to all the parents. Like, it's not easy coming out to, you know, somewhere so far away. You have to pack, drive, and bring all your kids. And also, especially for the parents who signed up their kids for the talent show, I honestly didn't expect so many kids acts. And it's really encouraging, and it's really cute. And also for everyone who signed up for the talent show, even though a lot of you were like forced to sign up, but I was really surprised that you guys were like such good sports and willing to like play along, especially like over dinner, like Anne and Joan. I literally was just like, oh, I don't know, but let me just try to see if I can push them to sign up, and they actually did. So I was really encouraged by that. And I'm also very thankful. I was really excited also, like many others have shared, for Pastor Mark and Julie and Ethan and Joshua to be here. And for me, it's been like maybe 5 years, I guess, since we've actually had like quality time with their family, and it's so nice to see them like come out here and be a part of our weekend, and to see the boys have grown up like so much, and the way they talk, they have so much personality. I was just really encouraged. Like Ethan, for example. Like I remember him being like this energetic little boy from nursery that's like older than all the other babies, but now he's like 8 years old, and he's in second grade now, and he's so good at rock, paper, scissors, and he's willing to explain to me why he got so good at it. So if you guys are curious, he has a reason why he was so good. And just the way that seeing everyone grow, so I'm really excited for just to continue to witness our church grow in that way, and everyone too, like the collegians, because in a few weeks you guys will not be collegians anymore. So just really excited to see that growth in everyone. And just this weekend to be away from like work and stuff, and everyone who's serving so hard, like red team, worship team, and all the other teams that behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, just really, really thankful for that. And there's a lot of other things I'm thankful for, but I don't know, can't really remember. But just very thankful in general, and ultimately thank our God for bringing us together, and we're here to worship Him together and everything too. So
I'm Yu Chen. I've been here in Lighthouse LA a long time, but I'm so embarrassing about after church. I always don't have time to hang out with brother and sister, so maybe all of you guys don't know me. And I'm really appreciate God allowing me join retreat this year. I missed almost 3 years retreat, and I thought I only can join retreat since I left my current job. And this year, I have opportunity to join, and then even though I asked my general manager that can I take off like it's Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and she refused me. But anyway, we figured out. We figured out, and then one of the boss still messaged me like Saturday night. Oh, do you need working dinner or do you need working lunch? Are you guys working in office? But anyway, I just want to sharing about if you want to join the retreat, just keep thinking about it and then keep trying out. You will find a way from your work to join the retreat. And thank you, Pastor Mark. It's really encouraging messaging, working rest, and no matter how many excuses we have, and we can find more we don't have time reading Bible and pray every day. And before starting pray, the first thing when I wake up, and the last thing before I sleep is also praying and reading Bible. But since long time ago, I lose the pattern of myself and my life. So I think since then, my life, marriage life, or my life just turned to terrible. So I still know the key to solve my problem is go back to finding the words from God and go back to Jesus. So that's the key. And don't let anyone tell me how to do my work in my company, or it's only Jesus can tell me how to do. If I hope next year I can join the retreat. If I cannot, I hope I left my current company. So essentially. Thank you.
Grayson.
Bless us. Not withhold your blessing.
Hi guys, I'm Dayton, and you just saw how people lovingly encourage me today. But even before deciding to go to retreat, I was just struggling like, oh, do I have enough time to set aside some time to go for the weekend to fellowship with you guys rather than studying and preparing Pastor Mark's message? It really made me realize how much of my time I dedicate to myself, making myself the Lord of my time. And I didn't really recognize how much of my time should be devoted to Christ, which is all of it, and all I do, and everything that I do from the church to ministry. If I do not make room for God and all these things, I'll be living a life that's wasted, and just like the people that was spoken in Matthew 28. Even though I'm just going through church and doing this godly work, I'm middle class. At the same time, it's the most dangerous path you're going into, where you just hear the gospel without really having it lived out. So I think it really encouraged me to really just see where I dedicated my time at school, to do it more intentionally, and to also, she's really my Lord, Lord for my life. So really encouraged by the message. All the collegians that came, it was very encouraging to be together. I know that we only been together for like a few weeks, but I think spending this time together is really important to just get close together and feel more intimate. Like you said, this retreat is like a year of church, and it's really true because at church we see a church for like 30 minutes, but it's really encouraging to be here, so I don't regret it at all. So thank you guys.
Love to hear a few more. Few more. Don't be shy.
Did you just leave?
Yeah. Could you represent? Let's go.
Daniel G represent. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Joan, and I'm here to represent AQ. So this is my third retreat. I've been at LBCLA since freshman year, but like this year was really memorable, especially like at retreat because I got to do a lot of things that I wasn't able to do before. Like I've never been in the hot springs before, and had like talks with people. So that was really nice. I got to meet a lot of new people here at Retreat, so I'm looking forward to like talking with them later on Sundays and maybe on the weekdays whenever we want to meet up. And the message was really, really nice, especially since I always think that I'm really, really busy, but then I do spend a lot of time like on social media, so it really encouraged me to just step away from that and use that time towards something like for God instead.
Thank you.
Okay, two more, two more. One more, one more.
Okay. My name's Chris. I'm pretty sure I wanted to go last because I knew I was going to get emotional. I just wanted to say thanks for the church family, and I wanted to emphasize family because family goes through good times, like laughter, like this whole time at retreat, just seeing everyone, seeing new faces, old faces, enjoy a game of foosball, hang out in the hot springs. Simple encouragement note. But family also goes through hard times. Oh, I'd say it's in person and not in an email. Because that would have been so much easier than right now. But the last 2 months have been really hard. But I'm thankful for the church and everyone who's been part of it and just encouraging my family. When my father passed away, with either just meeting up for a meal, encouraging words, father time during CPR, or flocks, or just saying like the small hi, how you doing on a Sunday morning. All those little things add up. And that's what makes family. So I just want to encourage the church family to continue to grow and be that family to one another. The small things, big things, and laugh and cry together. So thanks.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you everyone for sharing. Couldn't have said it any better. The church family really is something that, it's not just because everything's smooth and everything goes so well. We rejoice. We definitely have times to rejoice and enjoy and have fun and laugh. But there are hard times. A lot of people don't have people to come alongside, walk through the valleys. And that's one of the things that I hope you understand. It's so crucial that you understand why the church body is here. So many times we look to church and what's in it for me? You don't realize that God is actually bringing people into your life. And you might not have ever considered hanging out with these kind of folks. mean, I think I tell people all the time that I don't really have a good reason to hang out with any of you. You're not 50. Mark is nice. Mark, 50-year-old. We can talk about all the common aches and pains we have and so forth, but you don't have relationships just because it's convenient and comfortable, and it's just because you connect. No, you have relationships that go way beyond that, that transcend what the world does. And I think what Pastor Mark said was so crucial. We are not here to mimic the world in how they live life, how they do time, how they do work, how they do rest. Now, we have a completely different worldview. We have a different paradigm. Christ is the one that makes all the difference. And that's what allows us to come together and be a part of each other's lives. And especially to share in the hardships of life. Everyone has hardships in some form or another. And I think for me, that's one constant. And just, and even with Angela, when she tore our Achilles, and so many of you have been so kind to not only provide food, but encouragement and care. And our family gets to be blessed because of that as well. And so, what Pastor Mark was sharing is how you live your life will impact others. And so, just really consider that. This is not just about you. Angela and I were listening to a message last night, talking about rest. And even rest is not about you. You don't just look for rest so that you can have some rest. In fact, sometimes rest is a little tiring, but it's not because, again, we don't think of it from the world's vantage point. We think about our soul being at rest. And one of the things that you can really experience, life could still be like a storm all around you. Your soul can be at rest. Because when you're following the great shepherd, he cares for you. Not only that, you have your fellow sheep who share that burden with you. And I can't just tell you how encouraging it is. I got a rainbow from Ollie, and it says, to Pastor John. It's personalized. And when you think about little things like this, kids do stuff like this, and you're like, it's another thing to, put in your, collection of things. But it's more than just the physical. It's what it represents. It's a precious life. And I think sometimes we're so busy, we forget that what's truly precious are the people that God brings into our lives. All the other things really, I hope you understand, they're just all going to pass away, they're going to burn. That's why I think even when we left our home, we're like, they're fires, they might burn down. Well, whatever, we got retreat, let's go to retreat. And, honestly, we've been through enough fires, I think, through San Diego and LA, where there's a very real sense where you could lose whatever you have. But, in the end, that's so passive. What will last for eternity? Our relationship with God. His precious word, the ministry of the word. I hope that really encouraged you this weekend. We are called to live according to God's word. And that's not just a burden. It's actually life. Words of life. And they free us from just the entrapment of the world. We're so sometimes driven by worldly thinking. We don't even realize it. And that's why we come together. That's why in certain ways, it's not something you can just do on your own. And I really want to encourage you, church is not just about an event or an activity. It's really about the relationships. And it's really, captured in the passion statement, right? Love God, love people. And when we come together, we get to rejoice and laugh together. We also get to carry one another's burdens and weep with each other. I just can't tell you how important that is over the years. A lot of things will come and go. School will come and go. Right now, you might not feel like it. I got midterms this week. I am happy to have forgotten most of school. Work will come and go. There will be a time where maybe some of you will reach the point of retirement. Most of us are not close to that yet here. But then, what will you have lived for? Some people, by the time they retire, there's really not much that they have that defines their life. And that's why some people just die, because they got nothing to live for. Because work was their life. There must be more to life than these things. So, when all is said and done, I hope the message that you've heard clearly through the messages is time, work, rest, really everything. It's really only going to be defined properly and appropriately by our relationship with Christ. And I was telling some of the parents here, the retreat is kind of like a marker for me, like a little mental snapshot, because I see the kids. I remember some of them when they were just little babies. And then the next year, like, oh, they're crawling. Next year, they're walking. Next year, they're running. Next year, they're performing in the talent show. I mean, it's crazy. You get to see that over the course of time. And that's really a blessing that we get to share in these things together. So thank you all for coming, for making the time out of a busy weekend. And I hope it wasn't something that you would regret doing. Next year we have our retreat here at the same place. I already got the contract running. We already have a speaker in place. We're having Chris Wheeler come, who's going to be ministering to us. And it's actually just down the street, so it's not too far. But I really look forward to these times together. And for those of you who came for the first time to the retreat, I hope it was worth it. And even if it had seemed like it was worth it, you might not know the benefits until later. So please be praying that you would already be preparing for next year. Now some of you have to prepare for the talent show next year, right? Thomas, and he promised me. So just letting you know, I won't forget. There are some people who promised to come to the retreat who couldn't come. I will remember them too. So, but it's really all because I just really want you to be here. And I want you to know it. I love seeing people participate. I love watching Daniel sing. His mouth was so big. Wow, he is going all out. That ministered to my soul. Just hear someone who really, he does not care what you think, he's just going to give it all. I love that. And so, for those of you who are wanting to step out of your comfort zones, thank you. Thank you. And for all the parents who persevered, I know you didn't get much sleep this weekend. That happens every retreat, but you still come out. That is huge. And just for everyone who made time, thank you so much.